So I got a new figure from Hot Toys, and I don't get many Hot Toys figures. I have most of the Justice League from the movie Justice League, and was continually having issues with them. But the last one I got was Peacemaker, and now Joker, and I really enjoy both of these. I'm going to hold the camera so I can get in here very close. This is going to be the first video. I will do at least one more to show the gimmicks, but I wanted to just focus on the figure itself. This is from the 2019 movie with Joaquin Phoenix, and at a time when DC was really struggling to produce movies that made money, this one made over $1 billion on a budget between 55 and 70 million. So this was a monster hit. Unfortunately, it was followed up with a sequel that is very low regarded, and I have not even seen it because from the description, I will see it eventually, but I will see it for free. So let's take a look at the figure. First thing I'll say is that you could see it's standing without any kind of stand, brace, anything. Whoever came up with the color scheme of this outfit was brilliant. I think this is absolutely fantastic. And so this is obviously a reproduction of the suit he wore when he went on the talk show, and I can't remember the name that Robert De Niro played. I really like it. I think it looks fantastic. The suit looks immaculate. And even the articulation, which I could show a little bit of it, but it's very nice, which is not often my experience with Hot Toys. So this one, probably my new favorite, up there with Peacemaker. So it's a good sign that my favorite two figures are the last two. So that's a good sign from Hot Toys, particularly since Hot Toys is got more and more competition from companies producing these very high-end 1/6 scale figures. Some of them are even more expensive than Hot Toys. This is nice. I really like this. Like I said, what you can't really see is the articulation, but I'll probably do a video where the stand is, or the camera is held in it's a fixed camera, and that way I can show different things. The eyes are movable. There is I can't really do it with one hand, but there's like a piece in the back here that will come off. So you have kind of you can a little bit see the seam there. That's the seam where the piece will come off. Let's see, it's held on by a magnet, and I just can't do it with one hand. And then down here you have almost individual hair strands, which is pretty neat. Look at the coloring on this, really, really nice. And I think the most important part of any of these 1/6 scale figures is the facial sculpt. And look at the detailing on that. Look at that. The pores, the lines on the face. That is fantastic. You can even see how he's got kind of the paint, and it ends a little bit before his hair, just like in the movie. Like he wasn't putting in his best effort. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. I used to say that the Hot Toys were more like soft statues because of, in my opinion, how weak the articulation is. This, to me, is a legitimate figure. It really is. So we'll get a close-up of his shoes. Really nice. And you could see the tailoring, the seams. Everything is fantastic on this figure. Let's take a look at it from the back. Definitely a figure that did not disappoint. Every time. The other figure that I really liked was the Superman figure. That was very nice too. But this one really knocks it out of the park. I am not a Hot Toys expert. It's not really kind of my forte, but I do get certain figures. This was definitely a character I wanted. I loved the movie. I thought it was fantastic. And I wanted to have a high-end, beautiful figure of this character, and this definitely. It's not the only company that's done one of these high-end 1/6 scale. InArt, I believe, did one, um, and I want to say that InArt is quite a bit more expensive, but it has way more gimmicks, and I don't really care about it. I think that InArt has 4 different suits that you can change. I don't care about that. It's a lot of money for stuff that's going to sit in a box. Unless you're planning on just playing with it and changing clues and enjoying it, um, I'm perfectly fine with just a single outfit. Although I am curious, I kind of now want to own an InArt figure to compare the two. But I'm just blown away by the detailing on here. All the lines, the accuracy of the paint, the clown facial paint, and even kind of the it's not soft hair, but it has a realistic look to it. Very nice. And I am a sucker for tailored suits. I have I have a bunch of James Bond figures, 1/6 scale James from Big Chief Studios, but I think this is better than any of those. It's kind of stiff, which is how it should be, so that it holds close to the body. I don't know if it's removable because it's interesting. The hands, I've never seen a figure like this. The hands don't attach at the wrist. They attach like up in the upper forearm. So I have to see how I'm gonna do that. Um, the reason there's a plate back here in the back is because the eyes are movable. So eventually, now I kind of like the new way some of the companies are doing it, which is use magnets. Like you could have a magnet over here, and then the eyes will move in that direction. So that's kind of neat. But Hot Toys, I don't think Hot Toys does that. But it is pretty neat. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one super thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. The all the gimmicks are basically around the set for the Robert De Niro. I can't remember the again. I can't remember. More was it Maury or something? I can't remember his name. The set that goes along with it, and some of the other gimmicks like the clown mask. I think he had his joke book, but I'll show all that stuff, and you can have a whole little diorama with the character. So that is Joker from the 2019 film Joker, as played by Joaquin Phoenix.